Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation regarding the ESSER-III grant funds available to Payson Unified School District. This is Linda Gibson, Superintendent of PUSD. I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to this federal funding source for our school district, explain our ideas on how to use these funds, and allow you an opportunity to provide input on the use of these funds to benefit our students. At the end of this presentation, we will be sharing a link to a survey that is open to all of our community stakeholders. We want to hear from our students, staff, parents, and community organizations that support our students and have a vested interest in our district. Before getting into the details about the grant funding and the use of these funds, I want to take just a moment to define what ESSER stands for. ESSER is an acronym for Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief. We refer to it as ESSER-III because this is the third and largest round of funding available to schools across the country since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Payson Unified School District's allocation of ESSER-III funds is just over $4 million. These funds became available in response to the negative impact on schools that were caused by the pandemic. They're being offered to support school districts across the country to safely reopen while addressing the health and safety of students, faculty, and staff. The dates that these funds can be used are from March 13th, 2020 through September of 2023, which means that these funds can be used to reimburse past expenses and planning for expenditures through September of 2023. There are limitations to using these grant funds, and items or projects that can be funded can cross multiple approved categories. These categories include the following: addressing learning loss and providing additional learning opportunities, summer learning and supplemental after-school programs, addressing the unique needs of vulnerable populations, working with government agencies to prevent, prepare for, and respond to COVID-19, improving the preparedness and response efforts of the district, planning and implementing service delivery during long-term closures, purchasing technology that aids in regular and substantive educational interactions between students and classroom instructors, addressing facility repairs and improvements regarding safety, and the purchase of cleaning and sanitization supplies. The categories continue with training faculty and staff to minimize the spread of infectious diseases, strategies and implementation of public health protocols, providing mental health services and supports, maintaining district operations and continuity of services, and any other that already falls within the Federal Education Acts. 20% of what is allocated must be used on efforts to address learning loss and ensure that interventions put in place respond to students' social, emotional, and academic needs. Our initial opportunities that Payson Unified School District has already identified allocates more than this 20% to address student learning loss. Our potential funding opportunities include the following: additional teachers, paraprofessionals, a social worker, and custodians to support the needs of students, maintenance and update our Chromebook inventory, transportation costs for Friday meal stops, the purchase of IXL for individual learning support and Edgenuity for distance learning, updated science and social studies curriculum that supports Arizona state standards, update human resource software to attract and retain quality employees, future summer school expenses, and resources to support the efficiency in maintaining our buildings and grounds. Additional plans include facility improvements across the district and expanding our current preschool to meet the needs of our Payson community. This concludes the ESSER-III presentation. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule to support the PUSD community. The link here will take you to a survey where we welcome your opinions and ideas to support all of PUSD. If you have any questions regarding the ESSER-III grant funding that were not addressed in this presentation, please don't hesitate to contact my office. Thank you again for your willingness to be a part of this process and believing in PUSD, where it's great to be a Longhorn.